for 1 second as they panned. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. I'm not care. What? I think that's
Anyway,
exciting.
Daytime Live will be right back and we'll be talking to Tracy and Hyman about her experience living in Japan.
Japan.
No,
Japan.
Japan.
Japan. Yes, we can't wait. That's really nice.
Right.
That's enough Japanese.
Actually, that's how it's pronounced.
Shut up. Welcome back to Daytime Live. Now we're joined by Tracy and Hyman, who is here to talk about her book and also her experience living in Japan. Welcome, Tracy.
Thank you. Hi, Misha, and hi, Duffy.
Oh,
Thank you for our sticks.
no, but you can't say
What?
hi, Misha, and hi, Doctor. You have to say it in Japanese.
Konnichiwa.
Let me draw konnichiwa. Let me draw back on my brain now. Forget all the language back. Konnichiwa or hajimemashite.
Oh, my mom? Yeah, she's at
Ashley? Oh, Ashley just down the road now. Ashley.
Yeah, because you know that's all. Where's about Ashley?
Duffy said, "Don't go yoroshiku onegaishima."
Yes.
God bless you too.
She said hashab. You know hashab?
Oh, Hasham.
She said hashab to eat hashab.
Hasham, that's the way.
And that's the way.
Alright, cool. Yeah,
Got
I
you.
get you. Your book, you have a book entitled How Do You Use Those Darn Chopsticks? A memoir about a Jamaican woman who lived and studied in Japan. Now, tell us why you want to take your experience and put it in a book. And tell us how do you use these darn chopsticks?
4 years in the making. What I used to do was send emails back home when I was in Japan because it was like a 180-degree turn in culture, Jamaica and Japan. And so one of the
I guess that she's on Japan time, you know? So she's not quite awake yet.
These are separated.
But you know what, that's on because you know we had Lidge and we had some other guys. There's a lot of Jamaicans that are living in Japan right now.
Yeah. They are. I wonder.
Tracy, you can hear us?
Yes, I'm hearing.
Okay, start again. You're saying about the book is 4 years in the making and so forth.
Right, 4 years in the making. And so I used to write emails back home to just describe to family and friends the whole 180-degree turning culture. And that was driving me crazy. So my mentor at the time, I would send him emails about my experiences. And then one day he said to me, you need to write a book. And I'm like, a book? I can barely navigate this culture, much less a book. But having returned to Jamaica, it's 10 years ago now, I realized it's time to tell my story. And he was right. I need to write the book. And so, the book is here.
Love it.
4 years.
Love it. That's
before we move, what are two of the most significant differences between Japan and Jamaica?
First of all, car and bicycle.
Okay.
I got a car in Jamaica, and then I started to ride a bicycle. And I mean, everybody rides, or most people ride a bike in Japan. Your professors, there's no social, class thing attached to bicycles. And after a while, I grew to love the bicycle. It was convenient. You had exercise, and I didn't have to pay any bus fare or taxi fare. So that was one. Then, of course, you had, a handshake to a bow, right? So in Western culture, we shake hands. And now here it is that we are bowing. But one of the things that stood out the most, I know it's number 3, is the fork and the chopsticks. These 2 sticks gave me a warm time to eat with. So you can imagine eating with this. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I can use it a little bit.
I use a chopstick. I enjoy it. So I used to live in Japan for about 3 months doing touring. So I got the whole thing. There are so many Jamaicans working and living in Japan now. What are the pros and cons? Why are so many Jamaicans heading over there?
First of all, the society is very ordered. It's organized. The bus is on time. The train is on time. That they have a strong work ethic. Put in the work. There's no skylarking, no joking around. Of course, you may have exceptions, but the general culture is one of that. Working hard, putting in the effort. There's also a culture of honor and respect of fellow man. And so I remember one time we were trying to get some furniture to my home, secondhand furniture when I was there. And they allowed us at the store, once I bought the furniture, to take the goods to my home. But they wouldn't allow me to drive. They would give you the car to deliver the product, to deliver the goods straight at home. So I had to get a Japanese tutor at the time to help me. And when he came, the store gave him the car, but he had to leave his fingerprint. Yes, his fingerprint before we get the vehicle. So they are big on integrity, big on accountability. Don't play, no general ship business that go on around here. You understand? And I got to deliver the stuff was delivered to my home free of cost, right? So those are the things, are the differences. And it's safe, to some degree. Of course, there are challenges. It's safe. The people are polite, manageable. There's a certain order that you must respect in terms of your seniors, a respect for those who are above you, and importantly, the group ethic, teamwork. We're not in this individual thing.
Gotcha.
We have to work together.
Gotcha.
I love that.
Yeah.
For persons reading the book, or persons who want to read this book, what are the lessons? What are you going to take away from it? And where can they get the book?
All right, so the main lesson is that change is going to come. We're going through a period now of change, and it's difficult. I had to experience a 180-degree turn in culture. A new culture, and then these six. Couldn't eat to them, was afraid to eat out in public because I couldn't eat. And so I struggled, I avoided eating out. Nonetheless, I had to practice. I really have to eat, right? I had to practice, and after a while, I had to adapt, and mastery came. So the lesson is that in life, you're going to have challenges. You have to walk the road. It might be hard walking, and eventually, mastery will come. A very important lesson that comes out is identity. While I was there, because me look different, my ear different, my body different, and our race were endowed with some extra assets.
Yes.
And so you got to learn to accept who you are. Yes, I'm a black woman. This is how God made me. And yes, there are differences, but it doesn't mean that one is better than the other. And you come face to face with yourself. And so I highlight that in the book a lot. Very important, your identity and self-acceptance. And you can get this book on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
It's paperback. You have the ebook copy.
Excellent.
It's going to become available in certain pharmacies, but if you need a copy, no. You can call me 876 3648.
And where can we find you on social media?
It's IG Scholastic _Oasis. Yes.
Okay, great.
And then also on Facebook, Scholastic Oasis Caribbean.
I like it. I like it. Thank you so much, Tracy. I love that. Scholastic. It says a lot. Thank you so much for joining us. Right? Lots of reading, lots of things happening. Yeah. And I can use a chopstick. Thank you, Tracy.
Yes,
I appreciate that. Lovely. Daytime Live will be right back, and we have a video from Bling Dog and Christopher Martin. Join us after the break.